Hello again. We're going to do another cooking lesson. This one's going to be a short one, a quick lunch one on a can of soup. So, what we're going to do is you always want to read the directions. So I always use the stovetop directions. So it says heat in stove pan in a saucepan, all right? And that's all it kind of gives. And it says do not add water. So sometimes with these soups, they're called condensed soups. And with condensed soups, you have to add 1 can of water for every 1 can of soup. Like tomato usually comes condensed, sometimes chicken noodle does. So a lot of soups have these pull tabs now, so you don't need a can opener. So you just kind of pull this way, and then I'm going to have to, and then pull back. And I'll leave this off to the side so I can rinse it and recycle it later. And then I just pour into it. And all the contents are there. So this one is a green split pea soup. So I'm going to put it on the burner. And the same thing as other items is that, between medium and medium high is good. All right, and I'm just going to get a spoon here for when I need it. And remember, with Teflon, you want to make sure you don't use metal. So I'm just going to use a wooden spoon here and kind of move this around. I'm going to hold the handle here. And then it's just going to slowly heat up. Okay, I'm turning it off. Now, a lot of people have this, and all it is a little holder, so I'm not putting it on the counter and getting it dirty. Okay, so for ready to serve, it's as simple as just making sure it heats through. It's already cooked. Okay, so like other lessons, I want to make sure I show you the nutritional value of this. Okay, so most of it is not too bad, except for one category. Again, your friend and mine, sodium, right? The salt is 27% of your salt is what it says per serving. But there's 2 servings through this, and most of us will eat a can of soup, right? So you have to multiply that, and so that is 54%, more than half of your salt in 1 can. So if you end up having like some chips or some crackers with it, that's even more salt, and that's where the problem lies with these soups, is that, I'm going to flip this around, is that you end up having just too much salt. We talked about that in other videos, that from a dietary standpoint, sodium is not very good for you. You need it. Your body needs it. Just like fat, your body needs fat. So to have 0 fat is not good. To have 0 sodium is not good. But the American diet overall has way too much salt. So just quickly, the protein has 9 grams, so we're getting 18 grams of protein, which is good. The iron at 10% is pretty good with this, but obviously it doesn't have any vitamin C. The calcium and the vitamin A is very low. The calories at 160, that's not bad, right? So a lunch at 320, not the worst thing. Most of us have between 2,000 and 2,500 calories for what's appropriate for your age level, okay? So now you can see it's starting to bubble a little bit. So I'm just going to stir it. And I'm going to finish heating this through. Okay, so you just want to make sure that it doesn't bubble over, but it's not going to bubble that much between now and then. So I'm going to finish heating this through, and I'm going to enjoy it. So that's how most cans of soups are heated up. You just put it in, heat it, not too hot. You don't want it boiling over, just enough to warm it through, because all these canned soups are already cooked through, okay? So enjoy your lunch, and I will see you next time.